What would you do to protect what's yours? How far would you go to ensure the future and safety of your family? Think about it. If the world started to crumble, if everything you love was at risk, what would you do? Maybe you'd fight. Maybe you'd sacrifice something. Maybe you'd even cross lines you never thought you'd cross. Because when it comes to protecting those we love, instinct takes over. Now, imagine you're not just an ordinary person with ordinary limits. Imagine you have power, money, influence, the kind of resources that can change the entire world, not just your backyard. Some say that's exactly what a small group of elites is doing. They're not thinking about protecting just one family, but about shaping the future of all humanity to ensure control stays in their hands. And what if I told you there's a plan? A 5-step plan to dominate the world step by step, crisis by crisis, technology by technology. A game so well played that we don't even realize we're in it. Society being molded right under our noses while we live, work, and try to survive. I am SYN7, and today I'll guide you through this mystery. Stay until the end to discover what these 5 steps are, and to decide if you're watching their plan unfold, or if there's still time to do something about it. If you enjoy a behind-the-scenes look at the world, hit the like button and subscribe to Synthetic Secrets so you don't miss out on what's next. The first step, according to some theories, is to create a crisis so big that everyone accepts controls they would never accept in normal times. Think of an event that paralyzed the world, forced drastic changes in how we live, and accelerated digitalization. Some believe that recent global events may have been used, or even planned, to test these measures. In 2020, the world stopped. Lockdowns, digital tracking, health passports. Suddenly, the freedom we knew was put on pause. But was this just a natural response to a health crisis, or part of something bigger? In the book published in 2020 by Klaus Schwab, founder of the World Economic Forum, he writes that crises like this are windows of opportunity to change society. An opportunity for whom? And for what? Let's go back in time. In 1918, a global health crisis killed millions and was also used to justify social controls at the time. Decades later, in 2001, a major event led to the creation of laws like the Patriot Act in the U.S., which increased surveillance over citizens. Author Naomi Klein, in her 2007 book, The Shock Doctrine, calls this disaster capitalism, using crises to implement changes that would be rejected in normal times. Did the events of 2020 follow the same pattern? And there's more. During this period, we saw digitalization explode. Contactless payments, remote work, even how we connect with others, everything became more digital. A 2021 McKinsey report showed that the crisis accelerated the adoption of digital technologies by up to 7 years. Coincidence? Or a test to see how far we would accept being controlled? What do you think? Was it just a crisis? Or the first step of a bigger plan? If this mystery hooks you, hit the like button and subscribe to Synthetic Secrets for more intriguing stories like this. If the first step was to create a global crisis, the second step, some say it's happening right now, is to consolidate control through technology. Think about how our lives have changed in recent years. More and more, everything we do is connected. Our phones, our purchases, even the way we move through the world. What if this isn't just about convenience, but a step toward something much bigger? In recent times, we've seen the rise of things like cashless payments and systems that track where we are and what we do. In 2023, the European Union began testing a project called the Digital Identity Wallet, a kind of unified digital identity. The idea is that with a single system, you can access services, travel, and even prove who you are. Sounds convenient, right? But what if it's more than that? What if it's a way to monitor your every step, your every choice, without you even noticing? Author Daniel Estulin, in his book The True Story of the Bilderberg Group, warns that one of the goals of these elites is to create a society where physical money disappears entirely. Without cash, every transaction you make, from buying a coffee to paying a bill, can be tracked, controlled, and even blocked. Imagine a world where, if you don't follow the rules, your access to everything can be shut off with a single click. Is that freedom, or the beginning of a digital prison? And there's more. In 2024, a report by the tech company Gartner predicted that by 2030, 80% of people worldwide will be connected to digital identity systems. Is this progress or control? What do you think? Are we heading toward a safer future, or one where every move we make is watched? If this mystery has you curious, hit the like button and subscribe to Synthetic Secrets to find out the next step in this plan. The third step, according to some theories, would be to restructure the economy and the very population of the planet. Think about this. With technology advancing faster and faster, what happens to billions of people who might no longer be necessary to the system? What if the elites are planning a future where only the chosen ones have a place? In recent years, artificial intelligence and robotics have been transforming the world of work. A 2023 McKinsey report predicts that by 2030, 30% of human jobs could be replaced by machines. That means millions of people might be left without an economic role. What if, for some, this is an opportunity to decide who deserves to keep existing? This idea isn't new. In 1968, the book The Population Bomb by Paul Ehrlich warned that population growth could lead to a resource crisis. A few years later, in 1972, the Club of Rome published The Limits to Growth, a report stating that the planet couldn't sustain infinite population growth. These studies sparked debates about how to manage the population. But what if some elites took this to a more extreme level? Now, with technologies like genetic editing, these ideas could take on a new meaning. In 2018, Chinese scientist He Jiankui shocked the world by creating the first genetically edited babies using the CRISPR technique to alter their DNA. He claimed he wanted to make them more resistant to diseases. But what if, in the future, this is used to create a superior race, chosen by those in power? Could eugenics, a practice once supported by elites in the past, be making a comeback, only now with modern tools? What do you think? Will the future be a place where everyone has a role? Or only those the elites decide are worthy? The fourth step, according to some theories, would be to create a global governance, where nations as we know them lose their sovereignty. But for that to happen, the elites would need to weaken what unites us: our culture, our traditions, and even our spirituality. What if the plan is to turn us into a single obedient society with no identity of our own? For centuries, secret societies, like the Illuminati or the Freemasons, have been accused of manipulating beliefs to control the masses. In the book The Secret Teachings of All Ages, published in 1928 by Manly P. Hall, he writes that spiritual control is the most powerful of all. If you control what people believe, you control how they act. What if the elites are using this to their advantage? In recent years, the internet has changed how we connect with the world. A 2024 UNESCO report revealed that 70% of people trust online information more than religious or spiritual leaders. This might seem like freedom, having access to so many different ideas. But what if it's a trap? What if the internet is being used to shape what we believe, to make us accept a new truth created by those in power? Imagine a future where traditional spirituality is replaced by a kind of global religion, designed to keep people obedient. A world where there's no more room to question, only to follow. Is this unity or control in disguise? What do you think? Are we losing our spiritual essence or being guided toward a new kind of faith? And we've reached the final step, the singularity. A moment when humans and machines merge and artificial intelligence takes over. But what if this future, which sounds like science fiction, is the ultimate goal of a much larger plan? A plan where humanity as we know it ceases to exist? In recent years, AI has been advancing at an incredible pace. In 2017, Elon Musk, one of the world's most influential figures, said that artificial intelligence is the greatest threat to humanity. He even founded Neuralink, a company working to connect human brains to computers. The goal? To enhance our capabilities. But what if it's more than just enhancement? What if it's a way to achieve total control, where even our thoughts can be monitored? In the book The Singularity is Near, published in 2005, futurist Ray Kurzweil predicts that the singularity, the moment when AI surpasses human intelligence, could happen by 2045. In that future, human labor would no longer be necessary, machines would do everything, and human consciousness could be uploaded into a digital system. Sounds like a dream, right? But who would control that system? Who would decide who deserves to be part of this new world? Let's think like nature. The alpha lion in the savannah does everything to ensure its lineage thrives, even if it means eliminating the weak. Could the elites, with all their power, be acting like that alpha lion? Shaping a future where only the chosen ones, those they deem worthy, have a place, while the rest of us are left behind? What do you think? Is the singularity the next step in evolution, or the end of humanity as we know it? So, what do you think? Are these 5 steps, a global crisis, digital control, population restructuring, global governance, and the singularity, real or just another conspiracy theory? I'm Sin7, and I brought you this mystery to reflect on. With each step, we're left wondering, are we living their plan, or is there still time to change the future? What I do know is that the truth might be hiding in plain sight, and it's up to you to decide what to do with it. If this video made you think, drop a comment below and let me know. Do you believe we're being shaped for a controlled future? And don't forget, hit the like button and subscribe to Synthetic Secrets for more secrets that will make you question everything. Until next time, keep your eyes open because the next mystery might be closer than you think.